Hey everybody, my name is Autumn Like the Season, and this is I'm Just Saying. Okay, so today's show will be talking about my academics and my academic struggle. Okay, so basically, I will be saying how I failed my first semester of college. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That is really horrible. I know. And I'm just gonna explain myself because I know I shouldn't really have an excuse, but like I always got excuses, so I'm just gonna use them real quick. Basically, yeah, I just did really bad. But I'm gonna give you the backstory to my story. Okay. So it all started in elementary school. I just used to memorize things. I never really learned it. I'll just like literally look at the paper and memorize it like in 5 seconds and forget it as soon as it happens. But like it'll be like only like 10 words. So you can do that with like just a little bit of words, but not like a lot bit of words. Then as middle school and high school went on, I kind of charmed my teachers and just was like a really sweet student. I mean, I probably wasn't even learning. Most of the time, I probably got bad scores on my tests, but like they liked me. So like I end up getting like A's and B's. So like literally all my life I had like A's and B's. Like I never really had an F. I never had bad grades like on the report cards. Maybe on tests, but not on the report cards. And so like I don't know. Even my classes, if I did do good, like they'll be kind of easy. So like I never really had to like really study hard or really learn like anything. It would be so simple that I can just complete it easily, and it wasn't a challenge to me. Like I was in honors classes, but then I was like, oh, this is too hard. So I went back to regular, and we wasn't really doing nothing but sitting in the class and talking and having fun and turning up and doing stuff we wasn't supposed to do. Everything besides learning, basically. And so like yeah, I should have just stuck to the honors and the AP classes, but I was being difficult. So, anyways, fast forward to like about to go to college. So I'm taking all these tests and stuff, like these entry tests and SATs and ACTs, all these different tests, and like I'm doing horrible. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting the worst scores you can get. The SAT, I think I fell asleep. Like it was so hard. I was like, I can't do this. Like it was just so hard. Just everything. I didn't get it all. Like it was very difficult. But I'm like, I got good grades in school, so I'm still smart. Like I had like about a 3.7 when I graduated high school, and like I graduated with honors. So I'm thinking to myself like, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to challenge us on these tests. I don't know, but like I just thought I was kind of sort of smart because my grades said like 3.7. That's like really good, and I graduated with honors, so I thought I was popping. But like everybody around me, like all my friends, everybody kind of calls me slow, which I kind of have that little dumb blonde vibe. I don't want to have it, but that's just how I am sometimes. Like I'm not the brightest bee in the hive. I'm just gonna be honest with myself and to everybody else. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't get jokes like that sometimes, or it takes me just a little bit to understand things, just a little bit longer than everybody else. But anyways, I should have listened to those signs before I got to college, but I just kind of ignore them because you see those good grades and you think that you just popping and smart, but like I should have paid attention a long time ago. So I get to college my freshman year, and I thought I was gonna do good. I think I had like three fashion classes because my major was fashion merchandising. So it was like, and then I had like math and what else? English. But the thing is, like, why was I in remedial math and English? Like, I'm like, girl, bye. Like, I'm smart. Like, why am I remedial or whatever? And I noticed like a lot of my friends that came from my high school was in remedial either. So I didn't feel too bad because I'm like, we all dumb together. Like, I'm not just the only dumb one. But anyways, like I was kind of struggling in the remedial classes. Just everything was kind of hard. I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Like usually I get good grades real quick, but this time it's kind of like difficult. And so, okay, I literally have no excuse for the sewing class. The sewing class is just like making me frustrated. Like, I don't know, it's just like I think we were in that class for literally like 5 hours, like on one day a week, which was a Friday. And like, who wants to have classes on Friday? It was so difficult. Like, I really didn't get it. Like I suck at sewing. Like, I love fashion and all, but I just don't think sewing and like all that designing stuff is for me. Like, I'd rather just be a buyer or something. It's kind of like difficult. And so that class, I was kind of like getting lost in the sauce real quick. Like towards like the second week, I noticed I was just struggling. I was just like, this is kind of difficult. And then about the time like it was like the end of the semester, I feel like I was just like drowning underwater. So I just kind of stopped going in that class because I'm like, forget it. Like the teacher was already giving me a D, and I'm like, there's no purpose in me being here. Like I was trying. Oh no, I'm lying, you guys. I had like a good friend who was so beautiful. She was bomb, like bomb.com. But anyway, she used to help me sew. Like she would do all my sewing homeworks and she would help me with my homework. Like she was so sweet. I gotta hit her up. Like she's mom. But anyways, like she would do all my sewing homework for me. And so like, cause her, like I think her family was seamstress or whatever. And so like she stopped doing my homework after a while, and I would try to buy her food and all that stuff, just bribe her to do my sewing homework and stuff. But it was getting to a point where I guess she couldn't do it anymore, and I was like, I need to learn how to do this myself. And I was like, okay, like she's not gonna do it for me anymore. And yeah, about the time I started doing my own work, yeah, I got started getting bad grades, and I was just like, forget it. So I stopped going. Yeah, I knew something was different, like about this story. I'm like, I'm missing something. Okay, so then the other class was like a textiles class. So basically, you got to know like what the materials like the clothes are made out of. So like we would be looking at cotton balls, like stupid stuff like that. And I know you gotta learn stuff like that in fashion, but I was just wasn't having it. Like I was just bored in that class. And that class was long too. It was like 3 hours. Like I don't know. I cannot be in a class for like a super long time. Like I'd rather meet up every day of the week than be in the class like a few times a week all day long. Like I just can't focus. And so like we would have big tests, like when no homework, like I need the classes with homework and extra credit. I can't be doing classes with just tests because me and tests don't get along. Like, yeah, I was having like a lot of problems with that, like for real. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is kind of difficult. End up taking a test. Like I think I took 2 tests. I already got F's. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is so bad. So then I ended up meeting with the teacher, talking to her, and she was like, yeah, you got like a F. I can push it to a D, but it's just like, I'm like, oh my God, forget it. I'm not going anymore. And so like with those classes, I remember calling my mom. I had an emotional breakdown on the phone, and I was so stressed out. And me, she, her, we don't like stress. So I just cut it. Like I just stopped going. And I know that sounds stupid and bad. Like I know I'm irresponsible, but I didn't want to be stressed out. Like I don't like feeling stressed. Like that's not healthy for your body. And I just want to be healthy all day. So then, whatever. I think it was like math class. Ain't nobody good at math anyway. So I don't feel bad about the math class. Like, and I had to repeat that class eventually. And I just did bad. The only thing I think I did good in it was English. And I got a C. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I had a writing lab, which I got like an A, but those didn't even have credit. So basically, I failed more than half of my classes, majority of my classes. And like literally it was so embarrassing. Like I had to explain to like my family like how I did bad and stuff. And mind you, I used to get good grades. So like coming from A's and B's, and I go to college, everybody proud of me. I'm going away, living in a dorm, this, that, and the other. I come back talking about I'm failing and whatever. Like that's just embarrassing. Like, I don't want to be failing and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It felt bad. Like my self-esteem was kind of low because, like one of my good qualities about myself was like I had good grades and I was smart. So then when I didn't have that, I felt like kind of incomplete a little bit. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like for real. And then like the thing is, in high school, like I literally didn't know how to study. Like I never really studied like that. I just looked at the answers right before the test and I remembered it. And it's kind of like I low-key still don't know how to study to this day. It's like, wow, I really was not prepared to like trust and believe when I have kids that is going to private school or homeschool something because they're gonna be super educated. Because being in public school, like I don't think I really learned like what I was really supposed to learn like that. Like honestly, they make you think that you're smart, but you're not even all that smart to be honest. Because like when you get to college, it's like you're not even ready, and it's like I feel like maybe my like high school prepared me for community college because I went to community college in the summertime because I had to make up my credits, girl. Like I had to get myself together because I'm trying to graduate in 4 years because me, she, her don't like school at all. So I'm trying to get this over with so I can make my coins, But yeah, I just was not prepared. Like, and I mean, of course I have to blame myself. Like if I'm going to be responsible, I got to keep it 100 with all y'all and say like, it was me too. I shouldn't have quit. I should have kept pushing for it. But it's like, man, like, oh my God, it was so hard. It's like when I feel a lot of pressure, I just quit because I don't like to like be stressed out. Like I like to be happy. Like I'm known for my happy, bubbly personality because I drop stress. I don't have stress because I don't let it get to me. I just drop it if there's a problem. But I know that's bad. But guess what? the semester after that, I got all A's and 1 B. So I flipped it around. Yes, I did. And then this semester, the semester before this semester, so my sophomore year, well, technically I was still a freshman because, you know, I got the bad grades, but the freshman, third year freshman semester, I guess that's what it's called, I ended up getting all A's and 1 C. So I feel like maybe me having less classes kind of helped me out a little bit, because I had like 6 at first. 4 is better for me, like I can manage that. And it's kind of like I just went to like studying labs, I got help from people, I went to tutoring, I got extra help because sometimes you need that extra help. You know, I'm kind of slow, so I need that. But it's kind of like I really worked hard. I busted my butt for the other times so I can really get good grades, because it's like really embarrassing when you get all F's. Like, that's not cute. That's not cute. The boys ain't gonna like me if I'm dumb. Like, But I have another comment, but I can't really think of it right now. But yeah, I just screwed up. But you know, hopefully I'll never do that again. Oh, but let me tell you, like, the downside. I mean, the downside is basically the bad grades. But now, since I'm getting good grades and stuff like that, my GPA is still low. Like, even though I keep getting all these A's, I still have a 2.7, and it's because like those F's really weighed hard on my grade. And so I can I can fix that by like taking the classes over again. But honestly, like, I love fashion, but I feel like I don't have to learn that. Like, it's either you have it or you don't. So it's like I do not want to take those classes over again. I hate sewing. Like, I freaking hate sewing. Hate it. Like, it makes me so angry just thinking about it. So yeah, I think I'm done. I know you guys like don't really care about my life, but I like talking about myself, so in your face. So thank you very much, you guys. Please subscribe, like, watch, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your bald-headed granny to watch. I'm just saying, I don't like the season, because you know what, nobody really watches my stuff, but you guys, they're gonna know me eventually. Okay, I'm gonna be famous one day, or not famous, but just known a little bit, maybe, kind of, hopefully, I don't know. Okay, bye.